gents, it's been a while. We're gonna open a Scrawlrbox, but before I do, let's take a moment and listen. Can you hear that? There's liquid. Let's open her up. See what's inside. Wow. Looks like alcohol inks. This is signed print. Swirly, swirly, pretty alcohol inks. Let's see. Jess Kirkman. Jess Kirkman is an award-winning artist and designer who specializes in alcohol inks, resin, and encaustic mediums, using them to create abstract universes and feel-good art. Here is social media. And here we go. Yep, this is an old box. I'm sorry. Yupo. I have experimented with you many times in the past. It's like a plasticky material, so that way when you do put things like alcohol ink on it, it spreads more freely because it doesn't absorb. Paper. So we have a Yupo pad. Not going to open the zine yet. Excuse me, Mr. Dinosaur. It's already tearing here, so let's just make it worse. Okay, we have alcohol ink. That looks like plain alcohol. There's no color in there. We have glitter alcohol ink. We have blue alcohol ink. And we have magenta. I was kind of hoping we'd have a yellow. We have a pipette. We have a straw, a paper straw, another paintbrush, which is awesome. I love getting paintbrushes in Scrawlrboxes. That's some long bristles, and they're weirdly shiny. And there's a gunk. Oh, this was glued badly. The glue around where the brush is attached was all ick. And the brush is already starting to fray. Look, that's so sad. But, new brush. And a drumstick. Bubblegum flavor. How would you have bubblegum flavor thing that's not bubblegum? Alright, so our little menu. Oh, don't want to forget our sticker. Pretty sticker. Our menu. Alcohol inks. Alcohol ink extender. That's what the clear one is. Pipette, paper straw, paint, brush, Yupo pad, galaxy far, far away. This month's box is intergalactic pour dip and tip ink to experiment with abstract fluid forms it creates. Use the tools to drip, drop, and blow the ink and see what unique marks you can make. Try swirling your paintbrush in while wet and then back in it again once dry with the extender to see how it expands your galactic arrangements. Nebula. Alright. Quick peek in our zine. Let's see. It's the July box. It's September. I'm behind. I'm sorry, guys. The colors are really pretty. Yep, that's all the stuff we got. And there's our lovely artist and some of her works. Some tips and tricks. Art from last box. I failed the last box. I just couldn't get it to work. But not everyone failed because these are gorgeous. And out of this world. Okay, cool beans. Let's make some art. Hello, hello, hello. La 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 la. Working. Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the opening of this Scrawlrbox. I definitely kind of already knew what was in it, but I was still kind of excited to do it. I had never really done this specific thing before, especially on Yupo. Like, I've used Yupo for alcoholic markers and Copics and stuff, and that's always really fun because it kind of adds a little bit of a watercoloriness to it, which I, of course, have always loved. To the point when I had marker paper, I'd often use the back wrong side of the marker paper because it was Yupo-esque in how you used it. Specifically doing this and having Nebula as a prompt, I decided to try and make a resist using washi tape. And my first one was like a basic little spaceship, and there was a star and a moon, and supposed to be some like movement lines, and it didn't really come out as that unless you like really look at it, but also it looks really cool, like really cool. And I really didn't cut much of the footage of the alcohol inks in this video just because it's so satisfying. Just watch for it. Let's just look. And you look at footage of the back of my hand a lot, but then you get to watch the alcohol inks move, and it's really nice. I like it. So the spaceship didn't really come out very spaceship-y, but I don't know. At the end, I add a bunch of white ink to it to try and clarify it, and I think it looks pretty good. Some nice real-time footage of me peeling up the tape here, and yeah, it's nice. Paint-like washi tape. Did I say paint earlier? I don't know. I do weird things. Anyway, so this is it. It was kind of really hard to record because one, Yupo is shiny on its own, and two, the alcohol inks also are shiny, but it's neat. It looks neat. So taking the idea of the washi tape resist, I decided to do it again, but this time trying to create a larger shape. So I took a bunch of washi tape, I laid it out, I crisscrossed it for like extra strength. I took one of the Yupo sheets and cut it in half to create two smaller pieces. And yeah, on the washi tape, I cut out a cute little kitty cat. And it was kind of hard because I'm cutting it out of tape that is also sticky, and not using an X-Acto knife because the only one on my desk at some point rusted terribly and disgustingly, so I need a new blade really bad for that X-Acto knife. So I did it the hard way, but also I like cutting things with scissors. It's fun. Anyway, kitty cat, it's cute. And I stuck him down onto the middle of the Yupo and started to drip around him. And again, just watching the alcohol inks move is just so satisfying. Just there's something so nice about it. The glitter I found, because like there were 4 bottles. You had the clear, the magenta, the blue, and the glitter. And like I kept wanting to put the glitter down first, thinking it would like spread more, but I actually found if you did the glitter before anything else, it would actually like plump into a glitter ball on the page, so it actually worked better when the page was already wet with other alcohol inks. But when it did finally spread, it's so sparkly. It's nice. It's lovely. And just, those inks. So nice. So lovely to see spread. Some nice peeling of the washi tape. And we have a kitty cat. And I actually kind of like the fact that little bits of the color kind of snuck under
the tape. And the next one, it's so much cooler. So I remembered after I'd done the first one that I have like triple wide washi tape that I have no other reason to use. So I used that, cut myself a big sheet, and folded it and cut a skull into it, because you know it's spooky season. So I cut a skull into it, tried to arrange how I want it to look, stuck it on there, and again added my lovely inks. Which again, I did not trim the footage very much because it's so nice to watch. So pretty, sparkly with the glitter, satisfying, nice. Got to get footage of peeling the tape off the skull. But a lot more of the ink kind of snuck under the washi tape on the skull. And I don't know exactly why, but it's like considerably lower saturation than the rest of the color. So there's just this cool kind of milky, leaky glow. And then I got my white gel pen, and I kind of made everything pop a little bit more. And it looks awesome. The kitty cat and the skull are most definitely on my Redbubble because they're pretty. You should go check them out if you like them. I like them because they're pretty. But yes, taking the white gel pen, adding a couple separations between the colors, and actually after this I wound up doing a lot more of white gel pen because it looks cool. And it's kind of fun to see it separate the colors and just adds that little bit of dimension to have that crisp white in with the deeper colors. And I'll be 100% honest, the white gel pen goes so smoothly down on this paper, even over the alcohol inks, that it was just like you barely felt it go, and it was just so cleanly putting color on the page. So I went ahead and went back to my Nebula piece and pretty much separated all the clouds of different colors. I started just kind of outlining my important parts. And then just this right here was like doing an adult coloring book. Like I just sat there and every little separation of color and different clouds I kind of outlined in various like weights of line weight and added random thicker areas, and at the end it's just got such a neat effect. And this is definitely my phone background right now, and I'm thinking about making this Nebula piece once I have some time cleaning it up for my Patreon exclusive print for a little while, because it's so nice and it was really nice and satisfying to do. If you have your hands on any of these materials, I highly suggest basically using it as a reverse coloring book and drawing lines on it, because it was the best. The literal best. And it just makes everything pop out so cool and nice and lovely. I digress. Essentially, this entire thing was a ton of fun, was really pretty, really satisfying. I'm definitely looking forward to doing some more. I definitely want to see if I can create some more like specific sticker designs. And yeah, I want to do more of this. I really like this. I wish I had more colors. Anyway, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed my rambling and watching pretty colors flow, because all of us are goldfish-brained sometimes. Thank you to my patrons for watching my nonsense. Mom, Dad, Jamie, Cindy, Kaze, Hans, and Larissa, and did I say JFO? JFO is very important. Thank you for supporting me and putting up with my nonsense, and yeah, have a good day, guys. Thank you. Bye.